Hello and welcome to Mom Your Way, the podcast for moms who are ready to stop second-guessing themselves and start showing up with calm, confidence, and self-trust. I'm Lauren LaSalle, mentor, mom, and fellow human in the middle of messy motherhood. Around here, we don't do perfection, we do presence. Each week, you'll hear honest conversations, gentle encouragement, and grounded support to help you tune into your own wisdom, care for yourself without guilt, and mother in a way that actually works for you. Because your way is the right way. So let's take a deep breath and begin. Today, we are talking about something that I know is going to land deeply for a lot of you, which is the importance of having other moms in your circle, especially when you're feeling everything all the time and you're raising little ones who also have big needs. You might already have experienced this, but mothering can be pretty lonely sometimes. Even when we love it, even when we are feeling grateful, there can be this quiet isolation that can creep in. And you might have a partner, family member, and friends and still feel like no one really gets what you're going through. And that's what I want to talk about today, why being surrounded by moms who get it isn't just helpful, it is essential. So let's start with, why does motherhood feel so lonely sometimes? When we become moms, our world narrows in a beautiful but intense way. We are tuned into our little ones' every cry, every need, every shift in energy. But in the process, we often disconnect from ourselves and from other adults. We might scroll on Instagram and see other moms who look like they have it all together, or try to connect with friends who just aren't in the same season of life, and that can just add to the feeling of isolation. We weren't made to do this alone, but so many of us are. And that loneliness is not just an emotional feeling, but it can also impact your mental health, your self-worth, and your ability to show up with patience and presence. So let's flip this around. What happens when you do have a circle of moms who understand? Everything softens. There is a different kind of exhale that happens when you share something vulnerable and the other person just nods, not with advice, not with judgment, just knowing. You feel seen. You feel normal. You feel like maybe you're not failing. You're just human. Having other moms in your circle isn't about adding more people to your to-do list. It's about creating a space where you don't have to explain yourself. And when you're in that kind of space, you start to show up differently. You ask for help. You set boundaries. You trust your instincts more. You soften your expectations. You remember that you're not alone, and that can change everything. So what makes a supportive mom circle? It's not about perfection. It's not about having all the same parenting styles or all the same beliefs. What matters is presence, empathy, shared values like kindness, non-judgment, and respect. You want to be around other moms who hold space without jumping to solutions, who understand the emotional load you carry, who celebrate your wins and can hold you through the messy stuff, and who remind you of your strength when you forget. And that is exactly why I created Rooted, a 4-month group mentorship program starting in January for moms of littles. And it's not just coaching and strategy, although we have that too. It's a community space where you can land softly, be held, and feel reminded that you're not broken. You are beautifully built for this. You just need the right support. We will meet every other week for live calls, connect between sessions in our private WhatsApp group, and explore how to trust your intuition, set boundaries that feel good, release perfectionism, and create rhythms of self-care that actually work for your life. And yes, that is possible. If you are craving a space where you can show up fully, to be messy, emotional, and real, and be loved in all of that, The wait list is open now, and registration opens on Tuesday, July 22nd. And if you join by the end of the month, you will get access to a special $50 a month payment plan for 10 months. Space is limited because I want this to be a really intimate, supportive group where everybody feels safe to really share and be themselves and be authentic and get that support that they need. So head to the show notes to get on the wait list, or DM me Rooted on Instagram and I will send you all the details. You deserve to feel supported, seen, and surrounded by people who understand in the season of your life. Not just for your kids, but for you. Because when you feel rooted, you show up with so much more love, clarity, and presence. You were never meant to do this alone, so let's find your people. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope this was inspiring and supportive for you, and I will talk to you in the next episode. Thank you so much for listening to the Mom Your Way podcast. You can help support the podcast by taking a minute to rate and review it, or share a favorite episode with a fellow mama. Visit laurenlasalle.com for free resources, information about my programs, and to join my email list. You can connect with me on Instagram at @IamLaurenLasalle or email me at lauren@laurenlasalle.com. See you next week.